Warriors? You got D-Lin here on another Patreon request music reaction video. Tonight's Patreon request comes to me from Diamond Rio Fan 1, who wanted me to react to Gary Morris and his song Wind Beneath My Wings. Co-written by songwriter Jeff Silbar and the late singer-songwriter Larry Henley in 1982. Wind Beneath My Wings, or sometimes seen with "the" at the beginning, was recorded by many notable artists. First, by the Malaysian-born Australian singer Kamal, who recorded it during a television performance but never released it. After Kamal, it would be released by the likes of Sheena Easton and Lee Greenwood, with versions that made it to the charts by Gladys Knight and the Pips and Lou Rawls, before the American singer, songwriter, and actress Bette Midler turned the song to a Grammy-winning #1 single in 1989. It was recorded by the American country music artist Gary Morris. Released as a single from his 1983 album Why Lady Why, Morris's soaring tenor vocals made his rendition one of the earliest hit versions, reaching the top 10 of the Billboard Hot Country Singles chart, and it was named Song of the Year by the Academy of Country Music and the Country Music Association. Of course, I have heard the Bette Midler version. To be honest with you, I always thought that it was Bette Midler's song, and that just goes to show me that all of these songs that are out here have been written by other people and shopped around, and that's something that I really did not know until I guess I started doing reactions, and that's how I found out, oh, so-and-so wrote this song. It wasn't the actual people who sang it, which is wild to me, but I mean, hey, you take a good song wherever you can get it, right? I've never heard of Mr. Gary Morris before, so I'm pretty curious as to how his version sounds, especially because it will be a man singing it when I'm used to hearing a woman singing it. I don't believe the gender matters because the song is about heroes. At least that's what I read on Wikipedia, which is where I usually get most of my information. But anyways, let's get into it. I'll be reacting to Gary Morris and his version of Wind Beneath My Wings.
The name of the song is Wind Beneath My Wings. It must have been cold there in my shadow, to never have sunlight on your face. You've been content to let me shine. You always walked a step behind. Well, I was the one with all the glory.
Little country twang there.
While you were the one with all the strength. Only a face without a name. I never once heard you complain. Did you ever know that you're my hero? And everything It might have appeared to go unnoticed, that I've got it all here in my heart. I want you to know I know the truth. I would be nothing without you.
Aw, they're dancing.
I know that you're my hero.
It's good harmony too.
And everything I'd like to be. I can fly higher than an eagle, 'cause you are the wind beneath my wings. You are the wind beneath my
So reading about this on Wikipedia, as I mentioned earlier, you know, it's bound to be wrong, it's bound to be somewhat wrong, or a little incorrect, or, you know, questionable. And it said that Gary Morris is considered a country music singer, I guess songwriter, I can't remember. I guess what I was expecting was a very country sounding version of this song. And I did get a little bit of that through the song. But to tell you the truth, as I was watching him sing and listening to his voice, this man, I could have closed my eyes and thought that I was listening to Pavarotti. He sounded very operatic at times, which was beautiful. And I'm not saying that country music singers aren't operatic or don't have that beautiful sound. I'm not saying that. I'm not confusing nothing. I'm just saying that more than a country sound in this from Gary, I felt that it sounded more like a Josh Groban. All I could think of is Pavarotti or I can't think of the other opera singer men. Gary had some great control, like breath control, like his phrasing was beautiful in this. Also, a slight difference, or maybe a big difference between this version and Bette Midler's version, is that he had background singers. I don't believe Bette has that in her version. I think it's all her. So the background singers in here, in this version, brought something new for me, as far as harmonization. I'm not saying that Bette Midler's version was bad. I'm just talking about what I just witnessed, what I just watched. Not really comparing the two, but just, you know, as a, I mean, I guess, yeah, it's comparing, but more like a, this was different in this way, and Bette's was different in her way, but they were still both very good. Clearly, you know, Bette Midler's version won a Grammy, I think, just one, and, you know, hit #1 on the charts. Gary's version made it to the top 10, and he received 2 awards, Song of the Year awards. So they both did good in their own right. Her version, I believe, might have been produced and mixed more to sound more pop friendly, because it was, I guess, on that soundtrack to the movie Beaches, which, for the record, I have never seen that movie ever. I have no idea what that movie is even about. I just know that this was on the soundtrack for it. I liked Gary's version. I liked his sound and his voice. It's funny because I never ever really liked the song anyway. It was just one of those songs when I was younger. I heard it a lot on the radio. If I had the choice, I would always turn it off. And then we ended up playing it in my concert band. I believe I was in 6th grade, so I couldn't get away from it. But no, that was a good version. I have, like I said, only heard Bette Midler's version. Had no idea that Gladys Knight and the Pips covered it. I'm not familiar with Lou Rawls. It did shock me to hear that Sheena Easton and Lee Greenwood sang it. That's very surprising to me, but it shouldn't be, because again, you know, these songwriters, they write the songs and maybe they have an idea who they want, you know, to sing it, or maybe they just kind of throw it out there and whoever wants it grabs it. I honestly don't know all the politics behind songwriting and who gets what and all of that. Will I ever listen to it again? I don't know. Probably not on my own. Again, I really didn't like the song, and there's no real reason behind that. Maybe I just never really had a hero. But I do want to thank Diamond Rio Fan 1 for suggesting another song that makes me think outside of the box, gets me to listen to things that I would have never gave a chance to long ago. He always gives me stuff that I'm just like, kind of like, oh, you want me to listen to that? And then I listen to it and you know what? It's not bad. I do also want to say though that I'm kind of shocked that they recorded this. It looked like it was at just like your regular restaurant slash nightclub bar where there were people, like customers coming in. It looked like there were kids coming in at some point. The waiter had this tray with the drinks and all of that was on camera as Gary's trying to sing. I'm just like, really? But it was the 80s. Thank you again, Diamond Rio Fan 1, for requesting this. And I want to thank you for being here. And I hope you enjoyed this reaction too. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, I hope there's something on here that will make you want to subscribe. Thank you so much for joining me on this Patreon request reaction video. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!